The phone rings. It's the hospital. And the person on the other end says words you weren't ready for. We don't think your mum can go home. And in that moment, everything stops. Because suddenly, you're not just a daughter or a son. You're a care navigator. And nobody, not the hospital, not the GP, not anyone, has handed you a guide. So let me give you one, right now, in plain English. First, let's clear the fog. When a hospital says someone can't go home, they're not necessarily saying they need a care home. What they're saying is the person needs support they don't currently have, and sending them back to an empty house without that support in place would be unsafe. It could mean mobility has changed. It could mean confusion or memory issues. It could mean they can't manage medication safely. It could mean they just need someone to check in once or twice a day. But here's what matters. You are not being asked to make the decision alone. And you're not being asked to figure it all out by tomorrow morning. There is a process, and once you know how it works, it becomes a lot less terrifying. So here's what actually happens. The hospital has a legal duty under the Care Act of 2014 to make sure the discharge is safe. That means before anyone goes anywhere, there needs to be a discharge assessment. You'll hear different names for this. Discharge to assess, pathway 1, 2 or 3. But don't let the labels confuse you. At the core of this, it's simple. The hospital, the NHS and adult social services need to work out what support your relative needs and who's going to pay for it. Pathway 1 is for someone who can go straight home with minimal support. Maybe a care package or a few visits a week. This is the best case scenario. Pathway 2 is for someone who needs short-term rehabilitation. A few weeks in a community bed or an intermediate care facility while they recover and get assessed properly. The NHS funds this. Then there's Pathway 3. If for someone with complex ongoing needs who's likely to need a care home placement, this triggers a full needs assessment and a financial assessment by the local authority. Now, here's the part nobody tells you. You do not have to accept the first discharge plan if it doesn't feel right. You have the right to be involved in the assessment. You have the right to ask questions. And you have the right to push back if you think something has been missed. When you're in that discharge meeting, whether it's at the bedside or on a phone call, here's what you need to say. 1. Has a full care needs assessment been completed, and can I see it? 2. Who is funding this? The NHS or the local authority? This matters enormously because NHS continuing healthcare is free at the point of use, whereas council-funded care is means tested. 3. What support will be in place on day 1 when my relative gets home? Not day 3, not once the paperwork clears on day 1. 4. What happens if the care package doesn't work out? 5. Can I have a copy of the discharge plan in writing? You're not being difficult. You're being thorough. There's a difference. If you're in this situation today, here's your immediate checklist. Firstly, ask for the hospital discharge coordinator or nurse. Every hospital has one. They're your single point of contact. Get their name and get their direct number. Second, contact adult social services in the local authority where your relative lives. Not where the hospital is, where they live. Tell them a discharge is being planned and you're requesting a care needs assessment. Third, document everything. Every conversation, every name, every date and time. You will forget these things, so please, if you can, write them down. And fourth, this is the one people miss. Look after yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you're the main carer, you're entitled to a carer's assessment. That's a legal right, not a favour. Now, in hospitals, there are normally a team of social workers at the actual base of the hospital. You can also speak to the nursing staff and ask, has a social worker been involved from the hospital? And see what they say. Now, I know this feels overwhelming. I know because I've been where you are on both sides of the process. But you don't need to become an expert overnight. You just need to know enough to ask the right questions. If this helped, please subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear it. The more we talk about this, the fewer people have to navigate it alone. Take care and stay informed. Legal notice. The information in this video provides general guidance only and does not constitute legal, financial, or medical advice. Always seek professional advice for your specific situation. Thank you for watching.